Hi guys, I'm Dan Hoff, the Chief Operating Officer of HoneyStick, and today I'm bringing you what I think is our sexiest styled vape battery to date, which is the new HoneyStick Beemaster Wallet Vape Pen Kit. We're bringing you this battery, and I have been such a big fan of multicolor ever since high school that you guys might have seen, Ford launched some Cobras where they did what they called the chameleon paint job. And honestly, to where kind of in different lights, it changes some colors and it has this cool multicolor effect. A lot of vape companies, they've done multicolor, but I haven't seen one really truly live up to, its previous glory of really accentuating that chameleon color that looks super car quality and multi-coated. So these vape batteries, they still sell. So I brought a couple examples, and these are $100 kits, but one problem is the fingerprint, sometimes the gloss finish, they get fingerprint easy. So what we want to do is we want to launch a really special vape battery that solves that problem that you guys can use with your 510 threaded pre-filled cartridges or 510 thread vape tanks. So here, check ours out. It doesn't fingerprint easy. We made sure of that with the texture and the multi-coat of the paint. I want to make sure there's not much glare so I can show you guys the details on this battery. You got a nice HoneyStick logo. You got a stainless steel bottom. This is a very high quality battery. The finish is multi-coated. It just feels like an amazing piece when it's in your hand. Now let's jump into some of the technicals on this battery. So each one of these batteries is going to come with a high gloss black Beemaster kit. It is a wallet kit. It's very small. It's a high gloss, very smooth finish. This is probably the size of most wallets, actual wallets. It's very, very thin. It has a little locking buckle clip here that you just push down on the bottom half of it and it'll pop open. And then your kit comes out, which is your HoneyStick Beemaster multicolor battery and your USB charger. So when you get your kit out, I want you guys to take note of all the quality that really went into this kit. We went the extra mile to make sure that when you push on this button, it has the perfect resistance and feel, so that it feels like you're pushing a quality button. Some buttons, when you push on them on the vape game, when you push down, you don't know if you got a click or it's too hard to push on. So even though this is a 510 thread battery that is relatively simple concept, we wanted to make sure that it had the quality feel. We even made, if you can see, the spring pin in there to be very, very high quality. So when you screw your tank in, you're going to have that extra resistance. But what that's going to do is it's going to make sure that it works with more of the tanks that have the deeper interconnectors, or that have a 510 thread that comes down more, that needs a more solid connection to fire. So this little battery is going to fire more of the 510 tanks where other standard batteries fall short. Now, what are the size specs? We have our Gold Line battery out, and this is actually a little bit shorter. We wanted to make it a little bit smaller, more, better for you guys to carry and have on the go. So this battery is only 3 inches by itself, so it's really small. So a lot of you guys might think, hey, does it have it doesn't have the capacity. But we made sure that we still put good capacity into this battery. It has a 350 mAh power plant. So it's basically going to give you about the same capacity as our best-selling Beekeeper model, but it's a 510. Now, charging the unit. Once you get it unboxed, once you guys get on the charger right away, most of our units only come with a 20 to 30% charge due to shipping regulations. So you'll take your charger out. You'll see it has a 510 port on the inside of the charger. You're just going to take it. You're going to push lightly, screw the unit clockwise. Don't over tighten it. Just get it to be a good hand tight. There it is. And then you're going to take the USB end and plug it into a wall adapter that is a non-Apple. So you're gonna plug it in. The charging time on this battery is about 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on what power wall adapter you're using. So you plug it in, get it charged up for the 1 to 2 hours. You're gonna notice when it's fully charged, based on the blink pattern, it will either disappear or change color for you. And then you're ready to vape. So you're going to get your favorite cartridge. Now the cartridge that I showed you guys earlier, it's actually a 1/2 mil version of our cloud tank. We don't have these up on our website, but we're currently working on them. This is a prototype. You can see it has a nice little matte finish. You're just gonna take your vape battery and you're gonna screw it on in to the battery. You're gonna spin the battery clockwise. And then like any other vape battery, it's a standard 5 click on, 5 clicks off to turn your power on. You're gonna see it's gonna flare up also in a multicolor LED. This battery is 3 temperature settings, so you have 3 intensity levels to hone in on your vape. The top level, which is indicated with a red light, is gonna be a max out at 4.0 volts. Your lowest temperature, which is indicated with a green light, is 3.6. And then you're gonna have a middle temperature, which is blue, that is going to come right in at 3.8 volts. So when we turn it on, it is automatically set to the highest setting. It popped on as red. You're going to, if you want to change your temperature, when it's on, you click it 3 times. So you click it 3 times rapidly, you see it just shot over to green. Green is the lowest temperature set. Then if you want to change it again to go to blue, which is the middle setting, 3 times, you see it turns blue, very clearly illuminated, and then that would be at 3.8. Now a lot of 510 thread cartridges, the oils are thicker and sometimes they get kind of coagulated and solidify towards the bottom of a cartridge. So a lot of batteries have, more modern batteries like our Phantom and our Minimax Pros, they'll have a preheat function. So the preheat function means that when you activate that function, it gives you about 10 seconds worth of current through your cartridge at a very low voltage. Usually we like to set our preheats at around 2.5 volts to 2.8 volts within our batteries, and it will send that current through there for about 10 seconds, not to vaporize, but just to get heated up, break up the coagulation so you don't taste coil or you don't pull a dry hit out of there. And if you dry fire the tanks, if it's really coagulated, you can shorten the life of your tank. So the preheat functions come a lot handy. Now, how do you access the preheat in our battery? Well, when the unit is on, and then you push it once, you see that it's on, all you do is you push the button twice rapidly. And then you see it will show you a solid light that comes on right there. And that'll last for 10 seconds. If you want to exit at any time, you're like, oh, I can see that my oil broke up, or okay, maybe it's cooking now. At any given point, you can push the button 1 time during preheat and exit out of the preheat function mode. So that basically summarizes the technical specs of this battery and really how you would use it. And this battery, like we said, because of the connectors that we put in there and the voltage range, we really built this stick battery to work with most 510 thread cartridges, so you're not going to have any non-compatibility issues when you buy those pre-filled cartridges or when you're buying the tanks off of our HoneyStick website to fill. So let's just do a real nice close-up of this kit, just so we can really show you the details in this hand-painted supercar colored battery. So let's just jump right in and do a close-up. Like I said before, I think this is the sexiest battery that we have produced to date in terms of color and appeal, and it really should catch the market by storm. This is really done right. I mean, when I posted this picture on Instagram, instantly my friends and family were texting me that they wanted one for their collection. So I have a feeling this is really gonna do very, very well and really appeal to set apart our HoneyStick from standard stick batteries that are offered in just plain colors. Really is a beautiful piece. Let's get a look at that spring pin connection. So you could see the colors kind of changing as the light hits them differently. It is just chameleon done right. All right, guys, so if you like this Beemaster battery and want to pick it up, it is available on our website. Make sure to use our special promo code HONEY for 420 so you get 20% off this and lots of cool items. And if there's a color that we're missing that you think needs to be added to the line, drop it down in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, give us feedback. You're going to catch me in the comments, you know, hanging out with you, debating with you, and also working on new cool ideas with you. So be in touch with us. Follow us on Instagram at official Vape HoneyStick or Vape HoneyStick. Email us, call us, and let us know what we should be doing. Thanks for tuning in. Vape responsibly. Cheers, guys.